The rise of AI isn't just another tech trend. It's not like getting a new smartphone or faster internet. This is a fundamental shift in how society works, and it's creating a massive divide between two kinds of people: those who tell AI what to do, and those who are told what to do by AI. Right now, a huge number of people are on a path to being commanded by it. The reason why has nothing to do with how smart you are or where you went to school. It comes down to one critical mistake millions are making: a quiet error in thinking that's making them less valuable in real time. But there's a way to get on the right side of this shift. It's not about learning to code or becoming a data scientist. It's a timeless mindset forged in the chaos of the Roman Empire over 2,000 years ago that holds the key to not just surviving the age of AI, but thriving in it. Stick with me, and I'll show you the mistake and give you the ancient framework to make sure you're the one in control. So, what's this colossal mistake that could leave so many people behind? It's not laziness or a lack of talent. It's passive acceptance. It's the belief that your career, your skills, and your future are things that just happen to you, not things that are built by you. For decades, the system had a clear path. Go to school, learn a trade, get a job, follow the instructions, and get paid. Your career was a train on a fixed track, but AI has ripped up the tracks. The person waiting for the next memo, the person who thinks their job description is set in stone, is the person most at risk. And this isn't just about jobs on an assembly line anymore. We're seeing AI perform tasks that are shockingly close to, and in some cases, even surpassing human ability in fields we once thought were safe, from creative writing to complex problem solving. AI agents are being developed that can help plan, research, and execute complex business tasks. They're evolving from just tools into digital assistants. And a passive employee can't compete with an active 24/7 digital partner. The mistake is thinking, my boss will tell me what AI tools to use, or my industry is safe for a few more years. That's the modern version of a scribe in the 15th century hearing about the printing press and saying, I'll stick with my quill, thanks. He wasn't just wrong, he was irrelevant within a generation. Passivity in the face of this level of change is a recipe for being left behind. You're waiting to be told what to do in a world that now rewards people who tell themselves what to do. You're waiting for permission to adapt in an era that only respects relentless, proactive adaptation. That is the mistake. So how do you fix it? How do you go from being a passive bystander to an active architect of your own future? The answer is surprisingly old. It comes from Stoicism. Now, when you hear Stoic, you might picture someone emotionless, like a statue. That's a total misconception. Stoicism isn't about not having emotions. It's about not being controlled by them. It's a practical philosophy, basically an operating system for your mind, designed for thriving in high-stress, high-stakes environments. And right now, we are all in the middle of the biggest professional shakeup in modern history. The Stoics, from the slave Epictetus to the Emperor Marcus Aurelius, understood that the world is chaotic. They knew you couldn't control what happens around you, but you could always, 100% of the time, control your response. This philosophy is the perfect antidote to the anxiety of the AI revolution. It's the framework for taking back control when the world feels out of control. It's how you stop being a pawn and start being a player. This ancient mindset can be broken down into 4 powerful ideas you can use today to make sure you thrive in this new era. Pillar 1. Master your focus. The dichotomy of control. The first and most important Stoic idea is the dichotomy of control. It simply says that some things are up to us and others are not. The secret to a powerful life is telling the difference and pouring all your energy into what you can actually control. You can't control when the next big AI model drops and shakes up your industry. You can't control the economic shifts it causes or the scary headlines in the news. Wasting even a second of mental energy on those things is like yelling at the ocean. It's pointless. What can you control? Your curiosity, your willingness to learn. The 30 minutes you spend today actually using an AI tool instead of scrolling social media. So here's your first action. Stop doom scrolling about AI. Instead, create an AI gym. Every day for 30 minutes, don't just consume content about AI, actively use it. Open a chatbot and ask it to help you write a better email. Try an image generator. Find a tool that can summarize a long report for you. When you do this, you completely change your relationship with the technology. You go from being a passive, fearful consumer to an active, confident user. You're no longer a victim of the future, you're practicing for it. You're focusing on the one thing in this entire revolution you have 100% control over, your own skill. Pillar 2. Architect your future, premeditatio malorum. The second pillar sounds a little dark, but it's one of the most powerful strategies ever invented. It's called premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. Performance coaches today call this negative visualization, or fear setting. The Stoics would intentionally imagine worst-case scenarios. What if I lose my job? What if my skills become worthless? They didn't do this to stress themselves out, but to prepare themselves. By facing their fears head-on in their minds, they stripped those fears of their power. Here's your second action. Apply this to your career. This week, sit down and ask the scary question. If an AI was built to do my job, what would it do first? Be brutally honest. Would it take over your data analysis, your scheduling, your report writing? Now, after that initial sting, ask the most important follow-up question, what's left? And how can I use my uniquely human skills, creativity, strategy, empathy, leadership to make that leftover part 10 times more valuable? This exercise turns that vague, paralyzing anxiety into a clear, actionable career strategy. You stop worrying about some monster in the dark and start building a fortress in the daylight. You identify where you're vulnerable and start building skills where you're durable. You're not just hoping the future will be kind, you're preparing for it to be harsh, and by doing so, you make yourself incredibly resilient. Pillar 3. Turn the obstacle into the way. The third pillar is a phrase that should be on the mind of every professional today. The obstacle is the way. The Stoics believed every challenge and frustration wasn't a roadblock to be avoided, but the very path to growth. Right now, many people see AI as an obstacle. It's a threat, a complication, a source of stress. A Stoic sees it differently. They see it as the raw material for their next breakthrough. Here's your third action. Pinpoint the single most annoying, tedious, soul-crushing part of your job, the thing you put off doing the most. Now make it your personal mission to find an AI tool that can help you with that specific task. Your goal isn't just to save a few hours. It's to practice the single most important meta skill of the 21st century, AI leverage. It's the ability to see a problem and ask, how can technology make this better? The person who does this becomes a force multiplier for their entire team. They aren't the ones being automated. They're the ones driving the automation. This is how you turn a threat into an opportunity. You take the very thing you fear, and you master it. You make it your tool. The obstacle of AI becomes your path to becoming more efficient, more powerful, and more valuable. Pillar 4. Love your fate, amor fati. The final pillar is the most profound. Amor fati, a love of one's fate. This doesn't mean being passive. It means radically accepting the reality of the present moment, without anger or bitterness, and then choosing to find the good in it. Too many people are wasting precious energy, wishing things were like they used to be. They're angry that their career isn't a straight line anymore. They resent having to learn new things. This is a battle you can't win. It's like being mad at gravity. Amor fati means looking at the AI revolution with all its chaos and saying, this is the world now, and I won't just survive in it, I will find a way to excel in it. I will love this challenge. Here's your final action. It's an identity shift. Stop defining yourself by an old static job title. You're not just a writer. You are a communications strategist who partners with language models to craft stories at scale. You're not a graphic designer. You are a visual problem solver who uses generative AI to bring ideas to life instantly. You are not a project manager. You are a team leader who uses AI to crush administrative drag and unlock human creativity. This isn't just playing with words. It's a declaration that you're not stuck in the past. It's a statement that you are embracing the new reality, that you love your fate, and that you are ready to become who you need to be. The great divide AI is creating isn't about technology. It's a divide of mindset. On one side are the spectators, the people waiting for instructions, the ones who are resentful of change and scared of the future. They are making the mistake of clinging to an old model of work that has already expired. On the other side are the active players, They aren't necessarily tech gurus. They are the proactive adapters. They are the modern Stoics. They focus only on what they can control, their own learning. They face their fears to build a real strategy. They turn the obstacle of AI into the path for their own growth. And they radically accept the new reality, choosing to find a way to win. The future isn't set. AI is arguably one of the most powerful tools ever created. The only question left is the one the Stoics posed 2 millennia ago. Will you be a victim of your circumstances or the master of your response? Will you be used by the tool or will you be the one to use it? The choice is, and always will be, yours. If this changed how you think about the future, hit that subscribe button and join the community. We're figuring this new world out together every single week. And let me know in the comments, which of the 4 Stoic pillars do you need to start practicing today? Let's start the conversation. Thanks for watching AI in Mind.